my dear students. Hope you all are fine and safe. In the previous class, we discussed the questions related to two properties. First is radius is perpendicular to the tangent, and second is length of the tangent drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. And I gave you some questions also based on that. I hope you all have completed the question. Today also we'll continue with that concept only. We'll do some more questions related to the concept so that your concept will be more clear. Okay, so shall we start? Okay, so all of you can check the first question. In the first question it is written ABCD is a quadrilateral such that angle D is equal to 90 degree. So we will draw a quadrilateral in which angle D is 90 degree. So angle D we can make it straight there. So suppose I am marking the point D here. So here we have to draw two straight lines there. So here suppose marked draw. So here we can write A there. Remaining if you want you can change because we need only angle D 90 degree. Remaining your choice only. In how many ways you can draw there. That depends on you there. So A, B, C, D marked here, and then it is written a circle O comma R means a circle with center O and radius R touches the sides AB, BC and DA at P, Q, R and S respectively. So a circle touches the sides AB, BC, CD and DA at P, Q, R and S respectively. Now it is given BC is equal to 38 centimeter. BC is given there 38 centimeter. Then CD is equal to 25 centimeter. CD is equal to 25 centimeter given. BP is equal to 27 centimeter. BP is equal to 27 centimeter is given. We have to find the radius we have to calculate there. So first what we can do, we can use the property of length of the tangent drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. So here if you will use the property, what are the tangents we have, that we can check here first. So if we will start with A, then we have here AP is equal to AS. Then from B two tangents are there, BP and BQ. So BP is equal to BQ. Then from C we have CQ is equal to CR, and then from D we have DS is equal to DR. Together you can write down the reason length of the tangents are equal. Okay, now we will check how we can use the property. Any out of these line segments, any line segment is given? Yes, BP is equal to 27 centimeter is given. So BP is equal to BQ is written. So BQ also will be equal to 27 centimeter only. Okay. So here you can write and you can mark in the diagram also. BQ is equal to 27 centimeter. So marked here BQ as 27 centimeter. Now just to check, BC is equal to how much is given? 38 centimeter. And just now we got BQ is equal to 27 centimeter. So how we can calculate CQ? Yes, CQ can be written as BC minus BQ. So just write down there CQ is equal to BC minus BQ. Just to check the diagram and whatever information you are getting, you just write down. BC how much we have? 38 minus BQ is 27. So just to do the subtraction, then we will get here 11 centimeter. So we got here CQ is equal to 11 centimeter. Now we'll use again the property of tangent. CQ is equal to CR. So if CQ is equal to 11 centimeter, then CR also will be equal to 11 centimeter only. So we can write down here CR is equal to 11 centimeter. Now just to check here, we got CR is equal to 11 centimeter. CD is equal to how much? We have CD is equal to 25 centimeter and we got CR is equal to 11 centimeter. So we can calculate DR. So just write down there DR is equal to CD minus CR. So CD is equal to how much? 25 minus CR is 11. So 25 minus 11 will be equal to 14 centimeter. So we got here dr is equal to 14 centimeter. But what we need? We need the radius. We don't want this dr there. So how we will get the radius there? Till now we used the property of tangents only. One condition is given in the question. What is that condition? Yes, that condition is angle D is equal to 90 degree. That condition we haven't used till now. Now we can check how we can use that condition. Okay. Now we have to find the radius. So just to join the radius here. Two radius we joined here. Okay. This is also radius and this one is also radius only. How much is angle R? Angle R is equal to 90 degree because radius is perpendicular to the tangent. And then angle S. Angle S also is equal to 90 degree. That is also radius and AD is the tangent there. So angle S also is equal to 90 degree. So what you can say about this quadrilateral? Which quadrilateral? Quadrilateral ORDS. So just check there in quadrilateral ORDS. We have angle R 90 degree. Angle R is equal to 90 degree. Angle D is equal to 90 degree. Angle S also is equal to 90 degree. Then can you tell me what will be angle O? Using angle sum property of quadrilateral, sum of all the angles should be equal to 360 degree only. So if all these angles are equal to 90 degree, what you can say about angle O? Yes, correct. Angle O also will be equal to 90 degree. Now two conditions are possible. If all the angles of a quadrilateral are equal to 90 degree, then it can be a rectangle or it can be a square. Now we will check there what type of quadrilateral is ORDS, whether it is a rectangle or it is a square. How we will identify that one? Just to check. What is OR? Radius. What is OS? Radius. So automatically they will be equal in length there. So if adjacent sides are equal means that is not possible in a rectangle. In which it is possible? Yes, it is possible in a square only. So what we can say there? The quadrilateral ORDS is a square. Correct? The quadrilateral ORDS is a square. So in a square all sides are equal and we have one side of that quadrilateral is 14 centimeters. So we can write therefore OR is equal to 14 centimeter. What is OR? OR is the radius. So we got here a radius is equal to 14 centimeters. So is it clear how to use the property of tangents there? Okay. Now we will check the next question. So you can check here the next questions are with you. Next question is written there. O is the center of a circle. So it is written O is the center of a circle. PA and PB are two tangents. PA and PB are two tangents there. So we will draw two tangents from the external point P. So it is written in this way. PA and PB are two tangents to the circle. We have to prove the quadrilateral AOPBP. AOBP is cyclic. We have to prove the quadrilateral is a cyclic quadrilateral. So we need a quadrilateral there. So what we have to do? Just to join AO and OB. So here we have to prove this quadrilateral is a cyclic quadrilateral. Okay. So just write down what is given in the question. What is given in the question? It is given PA and PB are the tangents. So just write down there given PA and PB are the tangents. PA and PB are the tangents. And then to prove. What we have to prove? We have to prove the quadrilateral AOBP is a cyclic quadrilateral. What do you mean by a cyclic quadrilateral? Yes, if it is a cyclic quadrilateral, sum of opposite angles should be equal to 180 degrees. So if you will check the opposite angles here, angle O and angle P, they are opposite angles, and angle A and angle B are opposite angles. So I am writing the complete name. If you don't want to write the complete name, you can name it here, angle 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we have to prove? Angle 2 plus angle 4 is equal to 180 degree. Angle 2 plus angle 4 is equal to 180 degree. Similarly, angle 1 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degree. So if we are able to prove that the sum of opposite angles of a quadrilateral is 180 degree, then it will be a cyclic quadrilateral. Now we will check how to prove it. Okay, now write down the proof. Just to check in the diagram there, we need, the question is related to angles there. So we have to use the property of angles only. So do we have a radius here? Yes, we have OA and OB are the radius. And what property we know related to radius and tangent? Yes, radius is perpendicular to the tangent. So OA is perpendicular to PA and OB is perpendicular to PB. So what will come? Angle 1. What will be the value of angle 1? Yes, 90 degree. So we will write down here angle 1 is equal to 90 degree. Similarly, angle 3 also is equal to 90 degree. Here you can write down the reason. Radius is perpendicular to the tangent. Always mention the reason there. Radius is perpendicular to the tangent. So we got angle 1 and angle 3 90 degrees. So I think we have to prove angle 1 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degrees. So here only we can add. Angle 1 plus angle 3 is equal to 90 degree plus 90 degree. Therefore, it will be equal to 180 degrees. So we got angle 1 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degrees. So first part is over. Now we have to prove angle 2 plus angle 4 also is equal to 180 degree. So for that what we can do? Yes, we can use angle sum property in the quadrilateral. So just write down there in quadrilateral AOBP we have angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 plus angle 4 is equal to 360 degree. It is a quadrilateral. So sum of all the angles is 360 degree. Just now we proved angle 1 plus angle 3 how much? 180 degree. So in place of that we can write 180 degree plus angle 2 plus angle 4 is equal to 360 degree. 180 degree we can shift to right hand side. So remaining is angle 2 plus angle 4 is equal to 360 minus 180 degree. And 360 minus 180 is, yes, correct, 180 degree. So we proved here angle 2 plus angle 4 also is equal to 180 degree. So just write down there, therefore AOBP is a cyclic quadrilateral. I hope the proof is clear to you. Okay, now we'll check the next question. So question number 3. Now just to check what are the information given in the question. It is written, a circle is inscribed in a triangle ABC. Circle is inscribed means circle is inside the triangle ABC, touching its sides AB, BC and AC at. Okay. So a circle is inscribed in a triangle ABC. A triangle ABC we can draw. A circle is inscribed means circle is inside the triangle in such a way that it is touching all the sides of the triangle. So we can mark here A, B, C, center as O. Now touching AB at D. Touching AB at D, BC at E and AC at F. Touching AC at F there. And then it is written AB is equal to 12 centimeter. AB is equal to 12 centimeter is given. Then BC is equal to 8 centimeter. BC is equal to 8 centimeter and AC is equal to 10 centimeter. AC is given there 10 centimeter. we have to find the length of AD, BE and CF. AD, BE and CF we have to calculate there. So again what we can do, first we can use the property of tangents there. What will come according to the property of tangent? AD will be equal to AF, correct? Then similarly BD will be equal to BE. BD is equal to BE. BD equal to BE. And then one more we have CE is equal to CF. CE is equal to CF. Here you can write down the reason there. Length of the tangents are equal. Now what we have taken? AD is equal to AF. So if both are equal, we can take both is equal to X. Similarly, BD is equal to BF. So both we can take equal to Y. CE is equal to CF. So these both are equal. We can take that equal side as Z. Now we will mention in the diagram. Just to check, AD and AF are equal. So both we have taken equal to X. BD is equal to BD is equal to BE. BD is equal to BE. So both we can take is equal to Y. CE is equal to CF. So this both we have taken as Z. Okay. Now check in the diagram. What will come there? If you will check in the diagram, we have AB is equal to 12 centimeter. AB is a combination of two. Which one? X and Y. So we can write here X plus Y is equal to 12 centimeter. Correct? In the same way, Y plus Z is equal to 8 is given. Then Z plus X is equal to 12, or X plus Z is equal to not 12, X plus Z is equal to 10. X plus Z is equal to 10 is given. So we got here three equation, and they are linear equation in three variables there. So how we will do this type of question? So to solve it, what we will do, we'll add all the equations. So just write down there, adding all. Adding all. So if we will add all, in the left hand side, just to check, X is there 2 times, Y is there 2 times, Z also is there 2 times. So it will be equal to 2X plus 2Y plus 2Z. So left hand side will come 2X plus 2Y plus 2Z is equal to, right hand side you just check, 12 plus 8 will be equal to 20. 20 plus 10 will be equal to 30. So we are getting here right hand side is equal to 30. You can check all the expressions are divisible by 2. So instead of taking 2 common and shifting 2 to right hand side, what we can do better, we can divide the whole expression by 2. Then it will be equal to X plus Y plus Z is equal to 15. Correct? X plus Y plus Z is equal to 15 we got. Now what we will do, from this equation we will substitute the values. In the first equation what is given? X plus Y is equal to 12. So in place of X plus Y we can substitute 12. Then we will get 12 plus Z is equal to 15. Here you can mark in the bracket we got from equation 1. So from here what will be the value of Z? Z is equal to 15 minus 12. So that will be equal to 3. So I am writing the value here. We got Z is equal to 3. That we have taken from the first equation. Okay. Now from the second equation, Y plus Z is equal to 8 we have. So in place of Y plus Z, what we can substitute? 8. So we will get X plus 8 is equal to 15, or X is equal to 15 minus 8. 15 minus 8 is 7. So we got here X is equal to 7. Okay. Now the third equation is X plus Z is equal to 10. So in place of X plus Z we can substitute 10. So we will get here 10 plus Y is equal to 15, or Y is equal to 15 minus 10. So that will be equal to 5. So we got here Y is equal to 5. Now what is asked in the question? Find the length of AD, BE and CF. So you can write down AD we have taken equal to X. So AD is equal to 7 centimeter. Then BE we have taken as Y. So BE is equal to 5 centimeter and CF we have taken is equal to Z, and Z we got is equal to 3 centimeters. So CF is equal to 3 centimeters. So just to check, if you are using the property of tangents, calculations also will be easy for you. Clear? Okay. Now next question. Question number 4. In question number 4 it is written PQ is a tangent to the circle with center O. AP is equal to 8 centimeter and length of the tangent exceeds the radius by 1 centimeter. Find the radius of the circle. Diagram already is there, so we will draw the diagram. Here it is drawn in this way. Mark the diameter there, and diameter you can extend there in this way. We are extending the diameter, and from here a tangent is there. So in this way we can draw the tangent. Here it is written P, Q, A, B here. Okay, these are the things given. Now we'll check the diagram. PQ is a tangent to the circle with the center O. AP is equal to 8 centimeter is given. AP means total. Total AP is equal to how much? 8 centimeter. AP is equal to 8 centimeter and length of the tangent. Only one tangent is there. That is which one? PQ. Length of the tangent exceeds the radius by 1 centimeter. Exceeds means greater than. We have here PQ as the length of the tangent. PQ is greater than the radius by 1 centimeter. So what will come? PQ is equal to R plus 1. Correct? PQ exceeds the radius by 1 centimeter. So PQ will be equal to R plus 1. So mention in the diagram there, PQ is equal to R plus 1 we have there. Now what is written? Find the radius of the circle. AP is given 8 centimeter. AP is equal to 8 centimeter is given there. So in that one you can check what is OQ. OQ also is the radius only. So we have OQ is equal to R, and one more condition we have, that is radius is perpendicular to the tangent there. Now if we will get the value of OP, then we can calculate the radius there. Now how we will calculate the value of OP there? So OP, how we can rewrite there? Yes, OP can be written as AP minus AO, correct? OP can be written as AP minus AO. How much is AP given? AP is equal to 8 centimeter is given. And what is AO? AO also is the radius only. So AO also will be equal to R. Then what we are getting here? OP is equal to 8 minus R. So here we can mark OP, we are getting 8 minus R. Now do we have a right triangle here? Yes, here we have a right triangle OPQ or OQP. So just write down there, in triangle OQP. In this triangle, can you tell me which one is the hypotenuse? Yes, here this angle is 90 degree. So always don't think that when we will draw the side in this way means that is the hypotenuse. Correct formula is the side opposite to 90 degree in a right triangle, that is called the hypotenuse. So if you will check this one, the side opposite to 90 degree, that is OP. So here OP is the hypotenuse. So we will write here OP square is equal to OQ square plus PQ square. What is OP we have taken? 8 minus R. So it will come 8 minus R the whole square is equal to OQ is the radius only, that is R. So R square plus PQ is R plus 1. So we are getting here R plus 1 the whole square. Now 8 minus R the whole square we can simplify. What will come? 8 minus R the whole square. Use the identity. Yes, 64 minus 2 into 8 into r. So that will be equal to 16r plus r square. Correct? 64 minus 16r plus r square is equal to r square plus r plus 1 the whole square. So that will be equal to r square plus 2r plus 1. Now what we can do? We can shift all the expression to one side. So it will be equal to 64 minus 16r plus r square minus r square minus r square minus 2r minus 1 is equal to 0. Now just to check, anything will get cancelled here. Yes, these two will get cancelled there. Now what we are getting here? We are getting here minus r square. Then minus 16r minus 2r will be equal to minus 18r. And then 64 minus 1. So that will be equal to plus 63 is equal to 0. Now to make it positive there, we can multiply the whole equation by negative sign. Then we will get here r square plus 18r minus 63 is equal to 0. So here we are getting a quadratic equation in terms of r there. So either you can use quadratic formula or you can do it by factorization method. So shall I do it by factorization? Number should be negative. One number should be negative. So we know 21 into 3 is 63 and 21 minus 3 will be equal to 18. And sum is negative. So that's why 21 we have, sum is positive. So 21 we have to take positive. So r square plus 21r minus 3r. 18r can be written as splitting the middle term. Okay. Minus 63 is equal to 0. What is the common factor here? If you are not confident in this one, you can use quadratic formula. It depends on you there. Common factor is r taken outside. Inside the bracket it will be equal to r plus 21. In these two, common factor is, yes, that is minus 3. So whenever we are taking a negative number common, sign will change there. So both will become positive. R plus 21 is equal to 0. Now r plus 21 is a common factor that you can take outside. Then we will get here r plus 21 into r minus 3 is equal to 0. Product of two expressions is equal to 0. This is possible when one of the expression should be equal to 0. So either r plus 21 is equal to 0 or r minus 3 is equal to 0. If r plus 21 is equal to 0, then we will get r is equal to minus 21. And here we will get r is equal to 3. Which value is possible? R is the radius. Radius will never be negative. So this value we will not take. So our answer will be equal to r is equal to 3. So I hope this question is clear to you. Okay, now we'll check the next question. Next question is very important there. The same type is given in your textbook also. And usually this question asked in the exams also. Okay, so now we'll check the next question. The next question, it is written, a triangle ABC is drawn to circumscribe a circle. Triangle is drawn to circumscribe a circle. Means triangle is outside the circle and radius of the circle is given 3 centimeter. Okay. So first we can draw a circle there and we can draw a triangle in such a way that it touches each point. It should be a tangent to the circle. So it is given in this way, triangle ABC. Now in this question, you can check here the diagram drawn. Now it is written ABC is drawn to circumscribe a circle of radius 3 centimeters such that BD and DC, into which BC is divided by the point of contact D, are of length 4 centimeter and 6 centimeter. So BD and DC are of length 4 centimeter and 6 centimeter. So 4 centimeter and 6 centimeter it is given. We have to find the sides AB and AC. So since this question is a lengthy question there, so some properties which we are writing there, that we will mention in the diagram itself. What is the property which we are using here? Yes, length of tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. So if BD is equal to 4 centimeter, here we can mark E and F there. So BE also will be equal to 4 centimeter. If CD is equal to 6 centimeter, then CF also will be equal to 6 centimeter. Then to get the side AB and AC, we want AE and AF only, and these two also tangent from the external point, so their length will be equal. So both we are taking equal to x there. The rest no other things are given in the question there. So to solve this question, what we are going to do, we are going to use the concept of area, and here also it is not given which type of triangle it is. So we have to use the concept of area of triangle, and in 9th class we studied area of triangle. Any triangle can be calculated by Heron's formula. So I will just revise Heron's formula and then we will solve the question. So what was that Heron's formula? In Heron's formula it was given, if A, B and C are the sides of the triangle, then first we'll calculate the semi-perimeter of the triangle, that is A plus B plus C by 2. So first we will calculate the semi-perimeter, and then area we will calculate using the formula. Area is equal to S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. This was Heron's formula. I think you remember this formula also. Okay. So now we are going to use this formula only. Okay. So we can take A as x plus 4. Anything you can take there. We need the sides of the triangle only. Okay. So now first what we are doing, we are calculating the semi-perimeter. Sum of all the sides divided by 2. So if you will check the side AB, AB is equal to x plus 4. BC is equal to how much? 4 plus 6. So that will be equal to 10. And then AC is equal to how much? X plus 6 by, yes, by 2. So we will get here x plus x will be equal to 2x. Don't cancel this 2 and 4 here. They are in addition there. So first just add all the numbers there. 6 plus 4, 10. 10 plus 10 will be equal to 20. So we are getting here 2x plus 20 by 2. Again, don't cancel this 20 and 2 there. Cancellation you can do if they are in multiplication. So from here what we can do, we can take 2 common. Then what will come inside the bracket? Inside the bracket remaining it will be equal to x plus 10 by 2. Now this 2 is in multiplication. So we can do the cancellation there. So we got here s is equal to x plus 10. So till here it is clear. Now we are going to calculate the area. Okay. So area, as we wrote, the formula is square root of s. What is the value of s? We have x plus 10. So first write down here x plus 10. Next what we have? S minus a. S minus a means x plus 10 minus all the sides there. So we have taken the first side as x plus 4. So I am doing the subtraction here. X plus 10 minus x plus 4. Correct? So now we will open the bracket. Then what will come? X plus 10 minus x minus 4. Then x and minus x will get cancelled. We will get here 10 minus 4, 6. So that I am writing directly here. 6. So first we did here s minus a. Now we are going to do s minus b. Our value of s is x plus 10 minus b means this side there. So 4 plus 6 is 10. So 10 and 10 will get cancelled. We will get here x only. Then into if you don't want you can put a dot here. Otherwise x and into both confusion will be there. Then next we have s minus c. So x plus 10 minus the third side we have x plus 6. So just open the bracket, then it will be equal to x plus 10 minus x minus 6. X and minus x will get cancelled. We will get here 10 minus 6. So that will be equal to 4. So what we are getting here, area is equal to square root of 6 into 4 is 24. 24x into x plus 10. We got the area of triangle ABC. So till here I think clear. I am writing the area here because some more calculations are there. So we got area of which triangle? Triangle ABC as square root of 24x into x plus 10. We wrote there. Now area of same triangle can be calculated in another way also. So what is that way? Because till now we haven't used the concept of radius there. Now here O is the center. What I am going to do is I am joining OB, OC and OA. Now you just check there. When I have joined OB, OC and OA, then your whole triangle ABC is divided into three parts, correct? One is triangle BOC, second is triangle AOC and third is triangle AOB. So now we can calculate the area of same triangle ABC by adding the area of these three triangles. Is it okay? So just I am writing there area of triangle ABC is equal to area of triangle BOC plus area of triangle AOC plus area of triangle AOB. Now to find the area of this triangle, we'll use the concept of half into base into height. So height means that should be a perpendicular one. So how perpendicular will come here? We know radius is perpendicular to the tangent there. So in this way we can draw the perpendicular here. Three perpendiculars drawn. And now area of triangle BOC means half into base. Base is BC, that is equal to 4 plus 6, 10 into height. Height means this one and height means that is the radius. And what is radius given here? 3 centimeters. So radius already given here 3 centimeters. So we can write down there that is half into base into height, that is equal to 3. Clear? Plus area of triangle AOC, half into base is AC, that is x plus 6 into what is the height? That is also 3 there, plus area of triangle AOB, again it will be equal to half into base is x plus 4 into height is equal to 3 only. Now we can just simplify it there. You just check. 3 is common in all the terms. 2 is also common in all the terms. And 2 is there in denominator. So we are taking that 3 and 2 common there. So 3 by 2 taken common. What will remain there? 10 is remaining. Here 3 and 2 taken common. X plus 6 is remaining. Then next again here 3 and 2 taken common. X plus 4 is remaining. So what we are getting here? 3 by 2 into x plus x will be equal to 2x. 6 plus 4, 10. 10 plus 10 will be equal to 20. So we are getting there 3 by 2 into 2x plus 20. Again what we can do? We can take 2 common from there. Then it will be equal to 3 by 2 into 2 into x plus 10. So here 2 and 2 also will get cancelled. Remaining it will be equal to 3 into x plus 10. We got area of triangle ABC is equal to 3 into x plus 10. But already somewhere when we used Heron's formula, we got the area of same triangle as square root of 24x into x plus 10. Now what we will do? We will equate the two areas. So just write down there 3 into x plus 10 is equal to square root of 24x into x plus 10, because both are the areas of same triangle there. Now to avoid that square root, what we can do? Yes, squaring both the side. So now what we are doing here? Squaring both the sides. So when we will do the square here, square will come for all the expression. Then it will be equal to 9 into x plus 10 the whole square is equal to, that side what will happen there? square root will be removed. So remaining it will be equal to 24x into x plus 10. Now what we can do, we can shift all the expression to left hand side. Then it will be equal to 9 into x plus 10 the whole square. Don't cancel x plus 10 and x plus 10 because it is a quadratic equation. So if it is a quadratic equation, two solutions should be there. Okay. 24x into x plus 10 is equal to 0. Now just to check anything common in these two terms. Yes, x plus 10 is common in these two terms. Take it outside. X plus 10 taken common. What will be remaining in the bracket there? 1 9 will be remaining and 1 x plus 10 will remain there. Then minus 24x is remaining. Correct? Is equal to 0 there. So 9 into x plus 10 minus 24 is remaining there and then x plus 4 is remaining. Okay, x plus, so 24x is remaining. Clear? Now we'll check what will come there. So here it will be equal to x plus 10 into, when we will open the bracket, it will be equal to 9x plus 9t. So we will get here 9x plus 90 minus 24x is equal to 0. So again product of two expressions is equal to 0. So either x plus 10 is equal to 0 or 9 minus 24. How much it will be equal to 9 minus 24? Minus 15. Minus 15x plus 90 is equal to 0. So if x plus 10 is equal to 0, then we will get here x is equal to minus 10. Or here what will come? Minus 15x plus 90 is equal to 0. So 15x we can shift to right hand side. Then we will get here 15x is equal to 90, or just shifting means we are changing the position there. So from here we will get x is equal to 90 divided by 15. 15 6 is 90. So we are getting x is equal to 6. So which value we will take? Obviously they are the sides. So sides will never be negative. So we will not take this value. We will take x is equal to 6. So what we got? The value of x we got is equal to 6. So just to write down there, x is equal to 6. But we don't need x. What we want there? We want the side AB. So just to write down there, AB is equal to 4 plus 6. So AB will come as equal to 10 centimeter. And then AC is equal to 6 plus 6. So AC will be equal to 12 centimeter. So I hope this question is clear to you. What you should do, one more time, you just try to solve the question by yourself. So just to check, remember that we are using the concept of area. First by Heron's formula and then second by construction. Okay. Now one more question we will do. Now it is given in the given figure, triangle ABC is a right triangle. So it is given in this way. First I can draw a circle there. Triangle ABC is a right triangle is given in the question. So triangle ABC is a right triangle. Here it is marked ABC. ABC is a right triangle such that BC is equal to 6 centimeter. BC is equal to 6 centimeter and AB is equal to 8 centimeter is given. Rest all the information not given. Find the radius of its incircle. Incircle means circle is outside there. We have to find the radius. Okay. So just check, it is a right triangle there. Okay. So if AB and BC is given, we can calculate what will be AC there by Pythagoras theorem. Okay. So just first what we are going to do is, we are going to find out the hypotenuse. Then we will get here AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. What is AB here? 8. So it will be equal to 8 square, that is 64, plus 6 square, that is 36. 64 plus 36, I think that will be equal to 100. So we are getting here AC square is equal to 100. Then AC will be equal to 10. So we got here AC is equal to 10 centimeter. Now as we did in the previous one, Same concept we are going to use here, but here since it is a right triangle, to calculate the area of this triangle we can use the concept of area of right triangle. So first I am going to calculate the area of triangle ABC. So just write down there, area of triangle ABC is half into base into height. So it will be equal to half into 8 into 6. 2 and 4 will get cancelled, 8 will get cancelled. Then we will get here 4 6 is 24 centimeter square. So we got area of triangle ABC is equal to 24 centimeter square. But we need the radius there. So radius we want there. So again, as we did in the previous one, what we will do? We will join OB, OC and OA. And we will draw the perpendicular also. Then we will get the radius here. Okay. So here radius we have to calculate, that I am taking as R. So area of triangle ABC can be calculated by adding the area of triangle BOC, AOC and AOB. So now just write down there, area of triangle ABC is equal to area of triangle BOC plus area of triangle AOC plus area of triangle AOB. Okay, written. Now area of triangle ABC, just now we have calculated 24. So in left hand side we can write down there 24 is equal to area of triangle BOC. BC already given 6 centimeter. So half into base into height. Height is radius that we are calculating there. Area of triangle AOC, half into 10 into radius plus area of triangle AOB, half into 8 into radius. Now since all are divisible, so we can cancel here everything by 2. 2 3s are 10, 2 5s are 10, 2 4s are 10. So what we are getting here, 24 is equal to 3R plus 5R plus 4R. So 24 is equal to 5 plus 3, 8 plus 4, 12. So 12R. 12 we can shift here, then it will be equal to 24 divided by 12. And what is 24 divided by 12? Yes, 2. So we are getting here R is equal to 2. R we have taken radius only. So we got here radius is equal to 2 centimeters. So I hope this question is clear to you. So once again, this type of question requires some practice there. So it is better you can practice these type of questions. Okay. And already homework I gave you there. Just to do the homework, and in case of any doubt you can ask. Thank you.